She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for If... Lord Jesus, this is why I don't want my hair down. This is my review for If Loving You Was Wrong. This is season 3, episode 17. My eye is being very dumb right now, but we're gonna get through that. I hope everyone had a great Wednesday. It's gonna have a great Thursday. When you see this, it'll probably be Thursday because it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, so technically it's already Thursday. This episode, you know, it didn't make me want to pull my hair out. It didn't do that. However, oh my God, y'all know I don't like having my hair down, so I just keep just moving it out the goddamn way. It's gonna be back up in a ponytail by Saturday. So yeah, but this episode, it did not make me want to pull my hair out. However, the ending was great. Let me say that. And let's just get into it. You know, we see Brando and Alex still in the dang on shit. In that goddamn on shit. And basically, Brando trying to get some coochie. You know, let's just be honest and call a spade a spade. And he trying to get some coochie from Rachel. Who the hell is Rachel? From Alex. Where did I get Rachel from? What was I watching for Rachel? Maybe I was watching Friends. Who knows? Anywho, you know, he trying to get some coochie from Rachel. Oh my God. From Alex. And, you know, she kind of like, you know, I can't do this, because he was like, you know, take your clothes off. And at first she started to take her clothes off. Like, she did reach for a button, and she did like take one button loose. And then when he started going to unbutton his clothes, I can't do this, Brando, I can't do this. And now she backpedaling and pussy popping out of the conversation, the situation. My thing is, why would you go to the shed with this man in the first place? Because you batshit crazy. And, you know, this isn't what I want. It's not what I meant by saying that you can have me. Yes, it is. That's what you meant. You just didn't think he would take you up on that offer. But you know Randall crazy. You know he basically wants to sex you all the time. And she's saying how, you know, I just want to be at peace with you. You know, I just don't want to be I don't want to be enemies anymore. I can make peace with a lot of people. You know, I can be like, you know, I just want to be at peace with like my gynecologist, my hairdresser, my grocery store shopper that I use for Myers because they deliver groceries. Hell, the cashier at the Family Dollar that I go to, the gas station attendant who always look at me like I'm crazy when I say, can I have back correct change? It's a lot of people I can, you know, an old boss who might have fired me back in long 10, 15 years ago. You know, I can't be at peace with the man I technically try to have my family murder. I don't think we can be at peace. I think at that point we enemies forever and ever. And Randall dumb if he trusts her anyway. At this point, she's saying, you know, please just don't tell Brad, you know, please just drop it. You know, I just want to be at peace. And Randall ain't a person to be at peace with anything. You know, he then starts asking her some questions. You know, do you still love me? Do you still think about me? You know, what do you think about me? You know, and she's like, yes, I still love you. Yes, I still think about you. I basically think about how angry I am at you for what you do. He then asks her, does she want to have sex with him? And she says, yes. Girl, what you lying for? Well, she's a liar. She lies about everything. And she says how she thinks about how good the sex was. And then I think he asked her, like, who's better, him or Brad? I believe she said they were even. But we know before she kept saying how Brandon was better than Brad or whatever. But, I mean, this whole scene of him asking her these questions, it just made my skin crawl. It made me feel like I was being molested through the goddamn TV. And I wasn't happy about it. You know, he then tells her when she's saying, you know, please don't tell Brad, you know, please, you know, just don't do this. He says, get on your knees. I'm like, get on your knees? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? And she was like, what? And he was like, get on your knees. And I'm like, if she get on her goddamn knees, I would be so outdone, because I am a firm believer in, I don't think sucking dick is ever the answer. Okay, I don't think putting a penis in your mouth is ever better. I mean, it's like if you have to choose between, if someone got a gun to your head, you know what I'm saying? And he either saying, you know, we either gonna have vaginal sex or you gonna suck me. like I don't want to put. Oh my God, I just can't do it. I don't know what to do. So when he said to her, "Get on your knees," I just couldn't. I was like, that's an impossible thing to decipher. Like, do I just have sex with him, or do I allow him to make me give him a blowjob? Like, I would pick sex. I would pick sex as long as it's sex with a condom. Cause I can't. When he said get on your knees, I was like, get on your knees. I was just so shocked at that, and that's why I said I felt like I was being molested through the goddamn on TV. And she's like, no, I won't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Now he upset. Now he's pissed. Get out of my yard. Get out of my yard. And she's like, can we just talk about this? We've been talking. He's like, no, get the fuck out of my goddamn yard. And then she leaves and go out the yard, but then we see that Natalie just happens to be walking down the street, la 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 la, and then she see Alex coming from the goddamn backyard. She's like, what were you doing back there? Why were you in his backyard? Oh, I was talking to him. He's found out about the DNA test. He knows that Lucian isn't the father. And he, I think he might tell Brad, and she's like, why would he tell Brad? Brad already knows that Lucian, or whatever. So Natalie don't know that Alex lied and told Brad that the doctor switched it. So she don't know any of that. So Alex is almost telling on her goddamn self. So from that, she's like, look, she's like, well, you told me to be crazy with him and do crazy stuff. And she's like, no, I told you if he comes after you, you can act crazy, but you can't follow him and you can't do that because it looks really bad. She's like, how bad it looks. You coming from his backyard in the shed, being with him alone, how bad that looks. She's like, you need to just stay away from him. That's true. Very true. But I feel like Alex is digging herself deeper and deeper in the hole. Alex been digging herself deeper in the hole ever since season 1 when her ass was taking them damn texts from him and he was calling her Pepper. Was he calling her Pepper? Yeah. That's how long she been digging herself in this goddamn hole. Her ass ain't gonna never get out. So from there we see Lucian talking to Kelly in her jail cell. Girl, I'm like, Lord, she been in the jail cell for too damn long to have not, something. She ain't got no bail hearing, no nothing. Well, maybe was bail denied? I don't know. Whatever. So he's talking to Kelly, and he's basically telling her, like, you need to talk to Justice. Like, Justice needs to come see you. He needs to hear things from you. Him not seeing you, not talking to you is not good for him. Basically saying he going through some shit and he needs to hear the truth from his mama. And I can't see him like this. I don't want him to see me like an animal. Girl, you was at the jail, the city jail. You're not in prison. They didn't take you away to a prison and you in some prison orange. You're in like city lockup. I was just like, she was really talking as if she was in prison. She had been doing 5 hard years and she looking like she got some braids and like somebody didn't punked her off of her jello. I'm like, girl, you just in the holding cell. It's okay. Just calm the fuck down. Kelly, to me, has gotten just more dumb over this season. And I don't understand why, because she was so smart a while ago and she's just really, really dumb now. So I'm just like, whatever, but Lucian telling her how, Justice is basically blaming himself for you being here. So he needs to hear the truth from you so that he can kind of move on and kind of process what's really going on. And I agree with that. Justice is not a baby. And I feel like he do need to hear some truths about what's happening so he can know what to do and what not to do. Because my thing is, had she told him in the beginning, Travis is crazy, don't be around him, don't trust him, do not listen to him. When Travis would have came around asking him for checks and her bank cards, Justice would have known to not trust Travis. But because she kept him as a little baby and wasn't honest with him, he kind of helped Travis torture his mama. And it's all because she wasn't honest with her son. That's just my personal opinion. And, I'm like, again, well, I don't want him to see like this. Girl, you're in your regular clothes. You in your own clothes. You look like yourself. Okay? Let's be clear. And, I'm like, girl, just stop. So Lucian said he gonna set up a meeting. They won't meet. She's like, will he see me in a cell? No one sees anyone in a cell. Like, no one visits someone and they always take you somewhere else. He's like, no, you guys will talk like in an interrogation room. So she's like, fine, whatever. We then see Natalie in her house, and I'm like, why the fuck did Randall just come in Natalie's house? Like, I would have shot you. Flat out. I don't even like you, bruh. He come in all nice, like, oh, hey, Natalie, I just want to come and apologize. She's like, get out my house. He like, well, no, I just want, I just want to say I'm sorry. I heard, you on the footage, on the video stuff, and I know that the baby isn't Lucian, so I want to just apologize for, messing with you and blaming Lucian and all the foolishness that I did. I'm just sorry. And she was like, whatever, bye. And he was like, it's kind of a shame, the doctor so-and-so switched the test. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. He like, no, well, it had to be her, who else would have done it, right? And she was like, do you think I'm stupid? Honey, she put a knife out from the little knife kit and was like, boom. You think I'm stupid. You think I ain't got no common sense. You gonna come down here and talk to me, think I'm just gonna start opening up to you and talking to you, giving you information. I'm not dumb. I'm from the hood and we too smart for that. So basically, get the fuck out my house before they bring your ass out of here in body bags. You're gonna be cut the fuck up. I'm like, okay, Natalie. Okay, well, you know what? At this point, it's time to go. And he was like, you know what? You're right. It's the hood, and you can't take it out. He leaves because he realized him playing this whole nice guy role, she ain't falling for it. And she like, get out my house. I ain't got time. I'm gonna cut you up and slice you up into pieces. So just go up on about your business. And he basically does leave. So from there, we see Eddie and Lucian is basically having a conversation at the dang office. Now we know that Eddie left Larry's body in that damn van on the side of the road. We know that for a fact. And from there, Eddie basically playing dumb. Like, he don't know what Lucian talking about, because Lucian keeps saying, where's Larry? I don't know where Larry at. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing to do with that. We need to look into this Escada case. That's all that we need to be doing. And Lucian like, I ain't working with you. I ain't doing nothing with you, And it's basically a whole thing of Eddie being Eddie saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything wrong. And Lucian being Lucian saying, I know you did something. I need to prove it. The same old rhetoric between them two. We ain't gonna get into all of that. So he just says, like, you need to get Larry back to his office before it becomes an issue. And he like, whatever, Lou. I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Then we see Esther Bronze come around the goddamn corner again, not doing her damn job. I'm like, do she ever answer the phones? Like, girl, all 911 calls is going missing. So she said, I'm just wondering, have you talked to Steven? And Lucian like, it's his off day, so I haven't talked to him. She's like, oh, I'm just, I just can't get in touch with him. So I'm just kind of, I just wondered if you talked to him. And he was like, it's his off day. Is there a message to get to him? Oh no, I'll just try to call him later. So then she walks up to Eddie, because of course Eddie there, and then Eddie says, oh yeah, how's your little boyfriend doing? And she's like, what? And he was like, yeah, I know you and Steven. And she's like, did you do something to him? How do you know about us? And he like, yeah, I saw him leaving from out my daughter's house at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So that lets her know that he seen him, that Eddie was the last one to see Steven alive, basically. We don't know if he did or not. And it's like, if you hurt him, if you touch a hair on his head, I'm going to go straight to the FBI. Everybody keep girl back. So, he just say, whatever. He don't even care. So she walks away. And that's it. Because I don't think nothing else happened after that. Because I don't. No, that's all that really is. It was a small, interchange between Lucian and Eddie. But it's the same, repetitive rhetoric. So we don't have to go into all of that. So from there, we see Lucian then calls Ian. And says how, I think I have an idea of where Larry is. I'm going to go check it out. But when I do that, I need you to follow through on what you said you would do. And so, Ian does give him a name of a lawyer. He said, yeah, I called lawyer so-and-so. He is my hair's got tangled. He is a rival of Larry. So he will probably take the case because he hates Larry. He said, she probably can't afford him, but he'll at least get her started and then probably give the case to someone else within his firm. And so we see that part. So we then see Ian is actually at the hospital going in to see Marcy. And oh my God, I can't wait to wrap my hair up. To put my scarf on and wrap my hair up. Oh my God. Anyway, we see Ian at the hospital to see Marcy. So he goes in, and Brad looking like a little piss poor. I'm so sad. Who's this man? Who this man? You got a whole cheating wife at home. Why are you caring about who is coming to see Marcy? You didn't want her. You left Marcy for your cheating ass wife. Brad, don't be like that guy who want his cake and want to eat it too. You don't want to be with Marcy. Let her be with somebody else like Ian. Okay? So Ian is very happy to see her, after she's okay or whatever. And she's like, yeah, this was we're just waiting to hear back from the doctors. And then he's like, can I get a moment with you alone? Brad acting like he don't want to leave. And Marcy like, it's okay, Brad, you can leave. Brad is too protective over Marcy to the point to where you don't want her. So you can't want anyone else to not help her. Because when she called you that night and said her car was that her car was messing up, you said to her then, I can't be the first person you call. You either want her to, you either want to be her goddamn save hoe or not. Okay, you can't have it both ways. So when he walks out, Ian basically said, here, I got good news for you because I'm not here about my house stuff. He then gives her an envelope and says, he signed the papers. She look at it and he got some divorce papers that supposedly has Brando's signature on it. He tells her, they're already filed with the court, so basically you're already divorced. And she's like, what? Oh my God, I'm so happy. And she's extra, extra happy. He like, yeah, that's why I came down here. I wanted to give you the good news face to face. I wanted to kind of lift your spirits or whatever. She's like, oh, okay. And then he basically leaves that he'll, call her tomorrow. He's going to let her, finish out her night at the hospital, be okay. Because I hoped he would stay with her, but I think if he would have stayed with her, it would have been a little bit weird just because she is not that open to him being there for her, but she should be, baby. She should be. And then when he go out the room, Brad, old monkey ass in the hallway, talking about, you old piece of shit lawyer, and that's the most underhanded, dirty thing that you can ever do. She's in the hospital sick, and all you care about is your house. He like, what? He was like, whatever, I care about her, I wasn't here about my house. Well, whatever, I care about her, and I care about her being safe. And he's like, so do I. And I'm like, Brad, you can't be this overprotective person that's gonna not let anyone else be in her life because you have a whole cheating ass life for the career, something like whatever. But Ian kind of got his ass together and said, that ain't why I was here. I care about her, so whatever. Have a nice day. And he leaves. I'm like, oh, stupid Brad. So Brad go in there and he like, yeah, that was kind of crazy. And she's smiling. She's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. He signed the papers. He's like, what? And she was like, Randall, he signed the divorce papers. That's why Ian was here. He came to bring me the divorce papers. She's like, oh, that's why he was here? And she's like, yeah, he wanted to give it to me in person and give me some happy news. And then Brad felt fucking stupid because he was up here pissing and moaning about something and didn't even know that wasn't what he was doing. He really do care about Marcy. And you should know that because for one, Marcy and him was on a goddamn date. And Marcy told you that him coming here wasn't about the business. So you knew that from up front. But it was what it was. So, but Marcy does say, I feel like Randall's up to something because, he wouldn't just sign for nothing. Like, he has to be up to something. But, they're signing, I'm happy. And I ain't going to lick a gifted horse in the mouth. And then they happy or whatever. Justin's visiting Kelly. I feel like, she talked to him. He asked what she did. And he said, she did like, I shot Travis and, but he was messing with you, Mom. And she says, I know, but I should not have let myself handle it. I should have kept asking for help. I'm like, kept asking for help. You never technically asked for help in the first place. And when you did, you just didn't do it the right way. But it was what it was. So, she's like, yeah, I think I see a spider on my floor, but I don't feel like going to kill it because it is what it is. But I'm terrified, but it's so far away. I'm just going to look at it from afar. Anywho, yeah, so she was saying that to him or whatever. He like, Mom, I just want you to come home. You're innocent. You didn't do it. And she's like, no, I have to get a lawyer. I have to fight this. I'm going to handle it. I just need you to be my baby boy. You'll forever be my baby. You'll forever be my baby. And I feel like in this aspect that Kelly is still doing an injustice to justice because she's still not being honest with him. You need to be fully honest with him about what's going on and about why you really did it and about how much of a piece of shit Travis was. I felt like she still kind of sugarcoated the situation. So he doesn't even realize how bad it is. And I don't want her to talk to him to the point where he'll be scared that his mama gonna get the death penalty. But at least be aware of the reason she shot him and kind of what led up to it a little bit. And just kind of put his mind at ease that it had nothing to do with him. But she was just so, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm like, you need to be strong for that boy. Because if you don't, he gonna consistently think. Because I just don't feel like she put his man at ease. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I just don't. And it was what it was. So, yeah, whatever. Honey, the last scene. Lord Jesus. So, at the hospital, Marcy and Brad are still there. The doctor comes in and says, they did a couple tests. 2 of the tests have came back. And it is negative, so that her and the baby is fine. But it's a 3rd test that they have to run that they're waiting for the results on. But so far, she's okay, and so is the baby. So we see that part, and Marcy is relieved. So she has to wait, of course, for this other test. Then she say, "Hey, Brad, can I speak to you in private real quick?" And then Marcy's like, "Well, why? What's wrong? Is something wrong?" "Oh no, it has nothing to do with you. It's something completely separate." Brad, let me go talk. Her and Brad go in the hallway. And, she then starts asking him questions about him and Marcy, him and Alex. And he's like, this isn't your business, basically. She says, well, you know what? If I'm going to be the doctor for both Marcy and Alex, I need to know what's going on because I'm both of their doctors. And she's like, so I need to know, like, how much involved are you with Marcy? He's like, me and Marcy are just friends. And she's like, yeah, but, her baby isn't her husband's baby. And he's like, yeah, well, we both know that. So, yeah. And she's like, right. So, what about Alex? And he's like, what are you talking about or whatever? So she kind of pussyfooting around the situation. She's like, well, I just got word that Alex, is on her way up, so I just want to let you know that she's on her way here. I'm thinking she maybe Alex I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, but she kept asking questions and Brad kept on saying, you're being too personal. This is things that you don't need to know. So when they're talking, we then see Brando walk up. And Randall like, are you Dr. So-and-so? I can't think what the doctor's name is. You Dr. So-and-so? She says, yes. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, there's no proper way for me to say this, but are you the bitch who changed the DNA test for my son? My thing is, there are many other ways to ask that question. You can just take out the word bitch and say, are you the doctor? Okay, it's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. And she's like, what? Excuse me? I'm going to call security. He's like, I know you switched it. You switched it. That's what you did. It is what it is. So she's like, I would never do something as unethical and illegal. And as she's talking, Brad looking at her like, oh, she's playing this role really good. Because again, Brad think that she did. And that she's just covering her own ass, telling Randall that she didn't. So Randall is still talking like, did you switch it? I'm going to sue you, this whole hospital, because you changed the results. And she's like, I'm going to call security. She's like, well, fine. While you calling security, I'm calling my lawyer. And I'm looking like, you consistently calling that young Larry, and Larry's ass is not answering. So, from there, yes, this is my real hair. It's not a weave. From there, we see Alex walk up. And when Alex walks up, because Randall was saying, you changed the DNA test. I can't believe you did it. I know you did it. I think he said, Alex said you did. I think he said that. I can't remember that honestly, but someone said you said that. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So when Alex then walked up, Randall has then walked away. And then she's like, Alex, what did you tell that man that I did? What is going on here? And Alex is dead silent. So Brad was like, oh, don't worry. We didn't tell anyone what you did. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he was like, you switching the DNA results for the baby. We didn't tell anyone. She was like, I would not do it. Who told you I did that? And he was like, Alex. And she's like, Alex, you said I said that? I can't believe you. I didn't do that. Honey, Alex looked like a damn deer caught in the headlights. Brad looked pissed because he's realizing Alex's ass lied again. And he asked her, last time, do you have any secrets? Anything that you lied about that you want to tell me about? This is your free chance. And her ass didn't take it. And now she's busted. She's flat out busted. And I swear, When the doctor said, I didn't do that, I said, bitch, Alex is finally caught. Bitch, what? I mean, for me, I was very happy. Personally, I was, because, I mean, it's a thing of, we know either the test results are wrong, the damn baby got switched at birth, but something going on, because we know that ain't Brad baby. And if it's not Randall's baby, who the fuck baby is it? So was the DNA results messed up because of a lab error? Something the fuck happened, and we need to know what the hell happened. And I'm just like, come on, I need to know. So next week is the season. That's how the episode went off. Next week is the season finale. So let's see what we need to figure out. We still don't know where Andrew is. We still don't know where Pete is. We still don't know where it was Pete, it was Andrew. We don't know about Joey. You know, we don't know about a whole bunch of goddamn people. But most importantly, where the fuck is Andrew? Where's Andrew? Where is Steven? Is Larry dead? Where the fuck is Larry's wife? Is Travis really dead? I mean, these are the questions that we need to figure out. And I'm just hoping that the season finale answers at least one question. Now, it did say something in the preview about how it's going to be 3 big things. My thing is, 3 big things happening on one episode of Tyler Perry could be 3 big ass question marks. It cannot be an answer to not one question we have been asking ourselves this whole goddamn season. So, you know, I can't wait to see what it is. But that was my review, people. So I hope you enjoyed. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.